here, keep moving, come on. I am sitting in the third row seat of this 2015 Ford Expedition. Why? Well, it's because unlike so many other vehicles on the market today, this back bench is actually very comfortable for life-sized adults. You could fit 2 of them back here, and I think they'd be good to go for several hours on a long road trip. In fact, this bench is more hospitable than the second row buckets here, which are a little bit flat and a little bit too low to the floor. So how did Ford engineers achieve this remarkable comfort coup? I will show you, just as soon as I extricate myself. Cut to the montage. Cut to the montage. And it all starts right here. Just like a family sedan, the Expedition has got an independent rear suspension, as it has for more than a decade. So remind me again why it took them so long to put one under the back of the Mustang. Anyway, this arrangement is more compact than a live axle, allowing for a lower load height, a roomier third row, and of course better driving dynamics, but that's not all. And remember kids, it's lefty-tighty, righty-loosey. It's very important. It's a safety issue. Independent hindquarters also help with cargo space. In this particular configuration, you've got about 19 cubic feet worth of room, but fold the third row flat, which you can do with the push of a button in our limited trim model, and you get 55 cubes worth of space. Drop the second row, and that figure grows to more than 108. In each configuration, this truck is roomier than a Chevy Tahoe or Dodge Durango. Need even more? Well, Ford also offers a stretched version, the Expedition EL. Its wheelbase has been lengthened by a foot, and its body is nearly 15 inches longer. As you've probably noticed, there's nothing really groundbreaking about the 2015 Expedition. Ford has tweaked and refined this body-on-frame SUV to make it quieter and more efficient. The changes they've made are largely invisible because, honestly, its styling is nearly identical to the outgoing model. But the most significant update to this vehicle is right here. Ford's wheezy old 5.4-liter V8 has been dumped like fracking runoff into the water table. It's been replaced by a much more modern engine, and one you've heard me crow about many times. Propulsion is exclusively provided by a 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6. It puts out 365 horsepower and a whopping 420 pound-feet of torque. The latter peaks at just 2,500 RPM. The engine is matched to an alert 6-speed automatic transmission. Together, this combination is strong, silky smooth, and nearly silent. Thanks to this drivetrain, the Expedition can tow up to 9,200 pounds when properly equipped. With 4-wheel drive, this version should average 17 miles per gallon, 1 mpg less than a comparable Chevy Tahoe. In heavy-footed driving, I've been averaging right about 15.5 mpg. Speaking of numbers, the base price for a 2-wheel drive XLT model is about $43,000. The high-end Limited I've been evaluating stickers for just shy of 63 big ones. Both prices include $11.95 for destination and delivery. Ford may have cheapened out a little bit on the 2015 Expedition's bodywork, but I think they spent a little more coin inside. The cabin has a rugged look and for the most part a quality feel. Unfortunately though, there is a bit too much hard plastic like on the tops of the doors, but at least it has a nice grain to it and a low sheen finish. But watch out for the locks. Like many Mercedes-Benz models, these ones are ready to assault your elbows, and this one here has been jabbing at me all week. It's like there's a miniature prospector living in the door, and the lock plunger is the tip of his pickaxe.
There's a marrow in them bones.
You've heard me defend my Ford Touch in the past, and I'm going to do it again. The system has worked flawlessly for me this week with no stuttering, restarts, or delays. In fact, I've really grown to like it. I also love the physical controls they've got on the center stack for the radio and climate system. They're plainly labeled, fat finger friendly, and as easy to use as a touch-tone phone. But enough jabbering, let's get this rig out on the road. The new Expedition drives better than ever. Thanks to the independent rear end, it remains composed over surfaces that would cause a live axle to shimmy like Kim Kardashian running up a flight of stairs. Acceleration is always brisk, and the EcoBoost engine provides enough torque for an old-fashioned roast. You could say you'd be the torque of the town. Come on, that's funny, it's a pun. Gosh. The Expedition steering feel is surprisingly direct. This electrically boosted system is free of any unwanted slop, though it also lacks road feel. But what can you expect for a vehicle that weighs about an Empire State Building less than Mount Rushmore? As for braking, Ford's engineers really nailed the pedal feel in this vehicle. It's reassuringly firm, but it's neither grabby nor jumpy. Well done, guys, well done. Thanks to better body sealing and additional sound deadening, the interior is quieter than ever. Even at wide open throttle or cruising on the highway, things remain hushed. Of course, Ford won't be making any noise about this only being a refresh, but the 2015 Expedition is still a completely competitive full-size SUV. In fact, this thing surprised me in a number of different ways. It was a lot faster, quieter, and more refined than I initially anticipated, and overall it's a pretty impressive refresh to what is an older product, and frankly I think it's better than it has any right to be. Hello? Yes, hello, roadside assistance. I've got a minor issue on my vehicle, yes. Is it a problem if I drove on the brake rotor instead of the wheel? Oh, it is. I thought that's why I was making such terrible noises back here, but I wasn't sure.